Wealth inequality is a big problem in our world. What is wealth inequality? Well, wealth is everything you own that has value. I'm supposed to own stuff? Like money, houses, cars, and investments. I have none of those. Minus your liabilities. Liabilities? Like student loans and credit card debt. Oh, I've got a lot of that. Wealth can be measured in net worth. I think my net worth might be negative. Inequality is when something isn't distributed evenly. Of course. So wealth inequality is when some people have a lot more wealth than others. I think everyone has more wealth than I do. Some people have billions of dollars. Why can't that be me? While other people have none. Well, that doesn't sound fair. That's because it's not. But if you're the one with billions, I guess wealth inequality isn't a big problem to you. Imagine you're at a party. I've never been invited to one of those before. And at this party, they're serving pizza. Is there pineapple on it? So there's one pizza with 10 slices, and there's 10 people at the party. Those must have been some cheap hosts. If it's equal, then each person might get one slice. Except for the people who don't like pineapple on their pizza. Well, in reality, one person took 6 slices, another took 3, and the remaining 8 people had to share the last slice. I'd be fine with that. You would? As long as I was the person who got 6 slices. Well, that's kind of how wealth inequality works in the world. Are you trying to make me learn something? Just substitute pizza for wealth. Of course. A few people have the majority of wealth, while the rest of us fight for scraps. I guess I wouldn't like that if I were the rest of us. No, you would not. But can't the government just print more pizza whenever it wants? They could, but that would lead to inflation. So is wealth inequality a new thing? No, it is not. Really? It's been a thing as long as there's been civilization. It seems like our civilization is very uncivilized. Back in the old days, there were monarchs who controlled most of the wealth and power. That doesn't seem fair. Well, they thought that God gave them the divine right to have as much wealth and power as they desired. So they were greedy and delusional. Nowadays, we don't have monarchs, except for the UK. But we do have billionaires who control most of the wealth and power. I hope they're not greedy and delusional also. We used to have tycoons like Andrew Carnegie and John D. Rockefeller and J.P. Morgan. Tycoon is a silly word. And today, we still have billionaires. They just won't go away. And while the rich get richer, the poor get poorer. That's wealth inequality. Yes, it is. So can I be a tycoon? So why does wealth inequality happen? There are 4 main reasons. And they are: 1. People have different starting points in life. What? Some people are born into wealth, which makes it easier for them to grow even richer. I guess I chose the wrong family. 2. People have different access to opportunities. Opportunities? Not everyone has the same access to good jobs, education, or investments. No, we do not. 3. Policies and systems favor certain groups over others. I wonder which groups they favor. Certain politicians might make decisions that favor the wealthy. That's because they know who's paying them. And 4. Selfishness. I know this one very well. Certain people only care about themselves. Yes, we do. They only care about getting as much wealth and power as they can. Of course. And they don't really care how that impacts society. Why would you even want to care about others? So why does wealth inequality matter? Well, there are 4 main reasons. Of course there are. 1. It can limit opportunities for some. Like what? Like access to a good education or capital to start a business. Education is overrated anyways. 2. It can lead to social tension. I wonder why that might be. People feel that things are unfair and they don't like it. I wonder why they might feel that way. 3. It might hurt the economy. Oh no, not the economy. If most people can't spend money because they don't have any money to spend, then businesses can struggle. My whole life is a struggle. And 4. It can lower the quality of life for people living in poverty. But I'm sure the billionaires don't care about that. No, they do not. They think poverty is a choice, not something they're actively contributing to. So is there anything we can do to solve wealth inequality? Well, that's kind of a tricky question. Why? In theory, there are many things we can do to solve this problem. I sense a but coming, but I knew it. There are certain powers that be in this world that will do anything to stop change. I wonder who they might be. The billionaires and large corporations might not want to give up any of their wealth and power. Why would they? They all earned it fair and square. Financial literacy is definitely a small part of the solution. Of course it is. But we really need our government to make policy changes. I'm sure our politicians will stop taking bribes, gifts, from billionaires. Until that happens, the best thing we can do at the moment is to educate people on this topic and raise awareness. Isn't that what we're doing now? Hopefully we'll be able to do more in the future to actually solve this huge problem.
Huge problem.
I sure hope so, but I won't count on it.